gosh, you're doing so great. You're so pretty.
I did not watch one of these.
Wow.
What do you think you could have done differently? Where should you have started?
Why are you watching?
Then you would just keep going and going, but because you went here.
Good job, I'm proud of you. Just put it on the table. I don't know what it is or where it goes. Thank you.
Oh, why is there nothing in your hands?
There's nothing left.
Okay.
No.
We're going to the minis.
No.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so this is us getting set up. We're not expecting a ton of people today, so we have just a few crafting stations. This is for our meeting and our sign-in. United States of America.
For your loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my... Hi. So, I need,
all at one time. So what happened from this last year, he's a senior, so he did.
What was the best, okay? Then there's me judging, which you judge what cuts are the best. And the skill of that was kind of...
Well, we are home from the meeting, and now I am doing kind of the bookkeeping side of this. So 4-H is fantastic, and absolutely, if you just want your kid to go and do something once a month that is going to not involve a whole lot of screen time and get them, like, I don't know, socialized or whatever, it's fantastic for that. But if you are looking to do more to make sure that they are getting all of the recognition they deserve, then it takes a little bit more. Or even if you're not worried about recognition, but if you're wondering, like, how did you guys know to go to this workshop? I'm going to show you something. So we are part of Lake County, Indiana, and this is the Lake County 4-H program through our extension website. And they show us every month everything that is county-wide on the calendar. And they do a great job of keeping this updated. And like, let's see, I don't know what this is, so I'm going to click on it. Oh, it's a livestock training course. So we may actually register for that because we will need to do that. So I just was going through the calendar for what's left of February and March because I want to make sure that we are at the things that we need to be at. And then I know, like, in April, there is a cake decorating class. And before that, we have, like, a minis project that I'm helping with, and Caroline will be there. And because we are crazy, serious 4-H people, we also are trying to keep better records. Every year you will turn in something called a Record of Achievement, your ROA. And your ROA shows all the things that you've done. You get points for, like, going to your meeting, points for volunteering at the nursing home, which we just did this weekend, points for wearing a 4-H shirt out and about or whatever. And they help you out. They show you, like, what the rules are. Actually, I think I have it in a folder. I don't have this information memorized. Like, I know you get points for stuff, but that's kind of as far as I have gone. But I did start an ROA record, and I was freaking out a little bit when I got home because I was looking in all sorts of calendars because I had started on a calendar where I was, like, filling in every day that we did something. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't find it. All of the work she's already done is just, like, gone. I'm going to have to go through, like, my personal calendars and when were we doing things and how long were we there? But I love Google Docs. So I opened up Google Docs and just started kind of scrolling through, and bam, 2024-2025 ROA. September 15th, we had a meeting. We did a rocket build, which is actually a project, so it's done. And she was sworn into office as a recreation committee member. September 30th, we went and decorated a window to advertise for 4-H. October 1st was actual first day you could sign up for the new year. So of course we did that, but then we had the Shaker Light workshop. So she's got 2 projects done. We helped create a scarecrow. We worked the booth at Buckley Fall Fest, stopped in at a kickoff event, went on a trail ride. She's going to get points for all of these things that she's done. And, like, we're just getting started. Like, the the bulk of the points she's going to get are actually going to come from projects that she turns in. So if I go back and I look at this list of projects, and not just that she's turning in the projects, but how she scored on them. So if she's a champion in something, I want to say that's like 10 points right off the bat. Let's see. So depending on how her rocket is judged, she'll get anywhere from 1 to like 10 points for this. I need to highlight some of these because we have done jewelry making. We've done fine arts, which I don't see in this. It might actually be on its own. I know we're going to do wreaths. She and I have a plan for Reclaim Treasures, but we can't start it until the weather's decent. We're signed up for leather crafting in February. Cake decorating, we will learn that in April. Communications, March 1st, she will compete in the speech competition. So we've been working on that. Computer science, she's doing that this year. So anywhere from 1 to 10 points for everything that she says she's going to do. And then she'll get more points if she makes it to state for any of these things. And then there's some things that she enjoyed or didn't enjoy and isn't going to do this upcoming year. So like genealogy was not her jam. She was like, Mom, I don't want to do that again. So we will probably not do it again, even though I think it's super interesting. She'd love to do horse and pony, but we're just not there yet. Needlecraft, we're doing an embroidery project. So this is super cool. And I like that it's like at a glance. Otherwise, this is the book we're looking through. And this is where you have all of your details. And you can see I've already been going through this. So like this says county project. So she can do a poster on anything like history wise. Or it looks like she can even like make something, but it will not be state eligible, which is fine. It's whatever you want to do. All kinds of cool stuff. But like this is all the details, whereas this is kind of at a glance and you can kind of figure out how many projects you're going to do. I'm going through and I'm adding things now. One of these, there was one of these she was wanting, oh, we're going to do history for fun. Now, as a homeschooler, these are going to be classes. So these are days that we won't do our normal like book work and we'll do these projects instead. Actually, we're doing this on Wednesday, or at least going to the call out meeting. So like, how fun is this? And now I'm going to go through this and then I'll let you know how many projects we have planned. Okay, so at a base, she's doing 23 projects, but like for photography, she's actually going to turn in at least 2 boards. So that'll be 24. She may do a salon print. That would be 25. I think we have 2 different ducks that we're going to do. So that would be 26. Yeah. It adds up so quick. They've gotten better with reducing the amount of paperwork needed, but there is still a lot of paperwork to keep a hold of. So like we have to fill this out for her rocket. Actually, no, we don't. This is, we don't have to fill this one out. This is a copy of what the judges will fill out and how they will decide how to place her. And this is what they're looking for if she were to do a poster, which I don't know that she has to do a poster for that. This she has to turn in for her shaker. So for the shaker light she made, she had to fill out this sheet that shows like 5 skills that she learned while she was making the shaker light, which was kind of intense, but luckily the lady who leads that is a genius. Literally, I think she's a physicist. Yes, she is a college professor physicist, and she started in chemistry and she does incredible work. She's also like in charge of like the forestry project and communications project, just well-rounded and knows everything. So we're very lucky to know her. So I think the hardest part is trying to keep up with the projects you've started and finishing them. So some of the projects we do at our meetings are great because they are started and completed at that workshop or at that meeting. However, once you have a project that's not completed at the meeting, you have to keep track of it and get it done. So like our embroidery project, we did a little bit at home, then we didn't do anything, and we did a little bit more at the second embroidery workshop tonight, but now it's up to us to finish it, which is, I'll just be happy when it's done. It's a really cool learning experience. We're having a great time with it. But I very much so like to have things like set up and completed so that we can move on to the next one without worrying about it. I have that. She has her speech coming up, and then we are already collecting photos for her photography board. So your photography board is a collection of 10 pictures on a poster board, and they need to have a general theme. Last year, we didn't so much understand that. And we were like, cool, you took 10 pictures and we threw them up on a board. She did okay, but she could do better because she has a really good eye for photography. So this year she wants to do her board on taking care of horses in the winter. So while we've been at the barn, she's been taking pictures, which is really great. But you have to keep track of them. You have to put them in a separate folder, and then we're going to have to go get those printed out. I'm waiting for all 10 just because I don't want to keep popping into Walgreens for 2 pictures at a time, you know? And then we will get her poster board and we will start working on that. The poster boards have to be a specific size and they have to be covered. You can go to the extension office in Lake County, at least, to purchase the boards and the covers from them. You can purchase one or the other or both. But if you purchase both through them, you're looking at about $5 per board, and you are going to be doing, if you're like us, 23 projects. Almost every project is going to require some sort of board. So I'm not trying to spend $100 on posters. We'll figure out another way around that. And you can decorate them. You can make them cute. You can leave them plain. The judges are not supposed to take points away necessarily because of your poster layout. It's really about the quality and did you meet the guidelines that were given to you. So I really like that because some people just struggle with that creative side and some people are naturally gifted with it. But the quality of the work that's done is really what's being judged. So that is how we are starting our 4-H year off with a bang. You got to come with us to a meeting. You are seeing behind the scenes of Caroline's 4-H career, and it's a little intense, but that's how I am. You don't have to be as crazy as I am. Some people would probably advise it. But we have a lot of fun with it. She really enjoys succeeding, and I think it's really helped her to feel more confident. And so if supporting her on this end and making sure that her ROA is kept up, she is 10. So for now, yes, this is my job as her mom to be her manager and make sure that what she wants to do is lined up for her. As she gets older, she will be able to step into those roles and she will be able to say, hey, here's my ROA, it's done. Hey, I signed myself up for this. But for right now, I got you.